So hi guys, this is the product info, what I'm gonna be using, and just basic information for the Drawtober that's coming up, because you're gonna be getting quite a few videos in October, like I said, and I planned for. And my vacation didn't go as planned, so my life's been kind of hectic the past week. But we're not gonna get into that now. It's not the point of this. So I'm also recording my audio directly into OBS from from everything, just so it's a little easier, hopefully, so I don't have to re-record it. But all of the Drawtober videos are going to be their own separate video. You're still gonna get a topic video, most likely digital, because I'm not used to traditional videos at all. I'm baby. It's very different with a webcam and how I used to do things. And my friends have tried to help me, and I'm stupid. And I've looked up tutorials, and I'm still pretty stupid. And I'm not a cool kid. I will actually show you. My iPhone is really old, and oh, oops. Didn't mean for that. Well, I got some shippy fan art from my friend on my phone. But if I can turn it off, you can see that it's very cracked and dirty. My case sees a lot of damage, so I can't be like the cool traditional YouTubers and record it with my phone. And I don't have the hookup thing for my iPad, so that's why you don't get cool HD 4K iPhone videos. I need to get my bad Identity V ship art that my friend did off of my screen. So we're gonna get we're gonna get into this. So what is Drawtober? So as you guys know, there's a big controversy going on between the whole Inktober thing this year. And personally, between you and me, I was never really a fan of just Inktober. Nothing wrong with it, obviously, and it helps with the algorithm. It's going to be easier, and you're going to see people still doing Inktober literally for the algorithmic choices. But I like coloring my stuff. It's kind of what I like doing. And so that's why we're here talking about supplies and junk. So, I'm actually doing a mix match. So this is the sketchbook I am using. This is a Maya Keen sketchbook. I will have links to everything down below where I will be, where you can get it off of Amazon and stuff, but there's also stuff that's created by indie people, so I'm gonna have their website links or their Twitter handle or something if they don't have a website link up. But yeah, this is a Maya Kern sketchbook. It's, the A Hiss from a Rose, me and puns and snakies. It's really nice paper. Oh, well, mild spoiler for my sketchbook tour. But I already worked in it a little bit, and I ended up swatching all of my ohuhus, or not ohuhus. I'm going to be using, I know, I'm all over the place. Like I said, this is my first year doing this, properly. So give me a break. Next year's will be better. I'll understand things. I will be using, for any of the colors in this video, in these videos, I will be using my Arteza Everbleed markers. One of my amazing patrons got me the giant pack for my birthday. It was either my birthday or Christmas last year, and I really didn't get to use them much besides at cons and stuff. So I took the time and I swatched all the colors. So these are all of the Arteza markers. So here to here, as you can see, that's a lot of markers. And then I only ended up swatching my warm grays. And on this paper, it is very much bleed through paper. It's very, oh look, there's an Aesop. It's very much bleed through paper. So that's why I wanted to do this swatches. I also learned, as you can see, in some of the more orangey tone ones, there's bleed through. Now this page was completely dry when I let it sit. Same with the Aesop picture. This was a completely dried picture. And this was technically the, first thing I drew in my sketchbook. But then I had, and that's just a list for the Drawtober prompts. I've been planning this for a while. But as you can see, the yellow bled through. I thought it was completely dry. So that's something that I don't know if it's just this paper, because it is very thin paper. But I'm leaning towards it's more the markers, the Arteza markers. Again, I've never watched videos on them, whatever. They were a gift, they were on my wish list, and I do love them. They are really nice markers, so I'm not doing that. But that bleeding on the red, because it's only on the red and where there's yellow dyes. Because see, you can see it even bled through onto this page, which isn't even much of that. So with that being said, I made sure to cut out, I have a piece of watercolor paper that I've been sticking between things. I've also been using some leftover chipboard that I have. That's a stamp. I got into stamp carving for fun as a hobby. And so the colors I will be using is I will be using my warm gray set of Copics for majority. I have all of them. I have all the warm grays, so I have swatched here. I have more technically. I technically have, I think, like all of the Copic grays. They're in this case. A couple years ago, I ended up selling all of my Copics because I had so many that I wasn't using that weren't the grays, and I didn't like the idea of them wasting. And then, like I said, one of my amazing patrons got me the Arteza set for, like I said, a gift last year, and I was like, oh, well, what do you know? I have markers again, and I just hit the webcam. And this is great. This is going just great. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I am doing a monochromatic base with a pop of color, because that's my stuff. I'm also going to be doing this weird thing where some of them, I'm not going to have any of the drawing process in these videos. Mostly because I'm still getting used to the restraints of coloring on webcam. Because how my setup is, like, I literally can't show it right now. But how my setup is, I literally have to have my sketchbook, like, a decent in front of me, or else it gets so much of the desk and not the sketchbook, because this is a, I wouldn't say small, I'd say, like, normie size. So it's, like, I think it's, like, a 5x8 sketchbook. And with that, it's, you know, a little smaller, and so if I had it, like, all the way out and the way I would like to be, like, inking and drawing and sketching, you won't see much of the artwork. Plus, my sketching process is often very light, so there's not much of a point to it. And for some of them, not all, did I do a test on here before, or is that just the page? Because I did, I'm trying to, like, see without spoiling. I have stuff paper clipped off, so I won't give it away. No, I did not. So some sketches were actually done on my iPad, and then I transferred over onto tracing paper, and then put them here. And then there's other prompts that I just drew directly on the page. Either way, you are strictly getting the inking and coloring portion for those videos, because again, Drawtober, I like drawing. And I like coloring, so that's what you'll be getting with that. So this will be, yeah, the Maya Kern sketchbook. I will be using Copic Warm Grays. I will be using Arteza colors for the pop of color. I will be using microns, just the basic micron. But I am leaning towards, I really like, where is it? I think it's this one. Or it's the one. Yeah, I really like this one for, like, thicker, bolder, like, outer lines. So I'll be using that. So all the inking will be done with these, or I'm gonna get my, no, that's the marker set. Where's my pens? Where's my inking one? Here it is. Pencil case is done by, oh my god, I can't think. I'll have their link in the description, and I'll have their username on screen, because I literally, Vexingly Yours, that's it. This was done by, like, Vexingly Yours. I got the pencil case at San Japan 20, I'm saying a lot, I'm really sorry. I got the pencil case at San Japan 2019, and I got this charm from my buddy Pastel Munsta of DD. And so these are also supplies I will be using, but again, you're probably not going to see it. I will be using a white Posca for highlights, because I don't technically own a white jelly pen anymore. Some ballpoint pen if I want to. These brush pens, actually. Was it the only brush pen I have in there? Oh, I guess it is. This brush pen, which I believe is a Kuretake. I've literally had this brush pen for years, so if I can't find this exact model, I'll have another brush pen linked down below. But I know for a fact it is refilled with Bombay India ink, because I bought refills and syringes, blunt syringes, if you're an artist, get blunt syringes to save money, literally years ago when the brush pen phase was around, and I still like using it from time to time, so hence why it's here. But this ink, I have learned, is not waterproof, and I don't believe it's alcohol proof. I could be wrong, but I haven't tested it in a while, so if I do this, it would probably be like an overcoat thing. But, yep, there's that. The pieces that will be sketched up will normally be sketched up in basic, like, 0.7 ballpoint pen. I've got quite a few. I have, like, this one. Or I have this red Prismacolor Scarlet Red Kohl Erase. Really like this one. It's getting tiny. It's being baby. I'm going to have to use a pencil extender soon. But, yep, there's that. There's that. And then there's the whites. And then, I think that's it, right? Oh, well, I guess not. Okay, technically, I know, almost done. I'm not a professional when it comes to this. I'm sorry. But that's what extra videos are for. I bought these stamps, these typewriter stamps at Michael's because they were on, like, super sale. They didn't have the font one. I wanted the font one, too. So I'm going to have to wait for them to go back in stock. But I got these so I can actually, I also bought some cheap watercolor pads for stamp pads, watercolor stamp pads, they're washable. So that way I could actually number stamp the backs of pages. So that way I can be like, oh yeah, this will be like day 1, day blah, 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 and it'll be in the cool typeface with a nice orange font. Yeah, and then after all of the days are done, then we will have a flip through of those days. And I will also be, during that time, I've also talked about, I will be doing, for a fact, Vlogoween. So I will be vlogging every day. I won't be posting every day, obviously. That'll be an extra video on this channel. And I will also say that the technical first Drawloween, like, couple days, you can see my nails now. They are short and all black. I actually filmed them in advance, so I know some people it bothers, but you're going to see some because I also did a couple pages out of order because I was doing them advanced because I had plans to go on vacation and that didn't end up happening. So because of that, I couldn't really not do the footage, especially traditional art, because the work was done. So on the first day, the first upload for that, you're going to have like a weird continuity with my fingernails. And you might even see a couple of pages and like a flip through that might like be done for a quick thing before I've done it. That's why all the other days will be done in order and with like proper, continuity of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for October. I hope you guys are too. Oh, I should also say I'm not following a prompt. I'm literally not following a prompt. I just wrote down a list of things I wanted to draw so that way I would get it done. Nothing wrong with prompts, just this year I'm determined to get everything right, so won't be doing that. And we will also have our handy-dandy gummy eraser, which is the Faber-Castell. Yeah, because I have the case. So I have the Faber-Castell gummy eraser. Again, this one was kind of expensive. I bought it in a pack on Amazon, but I will leave a link to the Amazon link to these, but I'm telling you right now, you can save money if you have a Michael's coupon and get them when they're on sale. They do go on sale. So that way you can save, like, extra money getting the gummy erasers. But yeah, let's get drawing and let's get ready for Halloween. Bye, guys. Hey, so I also want to say here, because I forgot to mention this, thank you as always to my amazing Patreon patrons. If it wasn't for you, this kind of stuff would not be possible at all. I love you so, so much. And all of my social medias are in my Linktree link down below. I also have some spooky-themed merch available in my Redbubble, and I'll be updating with some more patterns there shortly. I've been streaming more on Twitch. Please, that link is also in the description down below. And as always, guys, I will see you next time. Bye!